partner, or are you pushing them around? Are you begging for attention, or do you love the one you found? Are you giving up your Saturdays to waltz all over town? Or is every day a jolly holiday with the merry you're with now? You could give it all away, give it all and be unstoppable all the way. Everything is really possible all the way. You never really hold it anyway. It'll all fall in place if you just let go. Don't dress up your children like dolls from your past. Well, they'll run from you madly, they'll never look back. And when they grow older, they'll do just the same. The world's a reflection of how children play. Well, you could give it all away, give it all and be unstoppable all the way. Make empty meaningful all the way. You never really owned it anyway. It'll all fall in place if you just let go. When you're in the mood, baby, here's just what your heart has to say. When the world is turning topside and turning, think you better hurry down to the bottom of your soul and be loved. Your word is your access, your mouth is your door. Let's slide down inside there and see what's in store. In the middle there's a rhythm kicking, it's a freaking heartbeat. At the bottom there's a lot of water keeping your soul deep. You could give it all away, give it all and be unstoppable all the way. Everything is really possible all the way. You never really owned it anyway. It'll all fall in place if you just let go. Your heart has to say. When the world is turning topside and turning, think you better hurry down to the bottom of your soul. Get down, get it all and be
Jason Mraz with 5-6 from his album Love is a Four-Letter Word. How's everyone doing? It is 12:33 on a rainy Tuesday afternoon, and welcome to Filterbox Radio. My name is Silas. I am your host, as always, and we're just going to jump right on in. We're going to play a song by Dave Matthews Band called Rooftop off their newest album, Away from the World. And then we'll see what comes next. Thank you so much for coming by. Here is Rooftop.
Standing on a rooftop, there's all these people watching. Hard to find the words when you've got so far to fall. Just trying to keep a secret, never tell a soul, no, no. Let's take another drink so I can lose control. Tell me that you want me to. Well, I want you to. Tell me that you want me. If I was a winner, I'd cut the cards and deal them. Buy a great big house where we could disappear, but you find yourself a sweet spot. People wanna get some. You're just another dead man trying to fool the world. I want you to tell me that you want me to. Yeah. I want you to tell me that you want me to.
Next up, we have a song by New Orleans-based blues guitarist Gary Clark Jr. a song called When My Train Pulls In, followed by a song I just recently found out about from a band called Mutemath. The song is called Odd Soul. Amitabha, if you're listening, Old Soul is for you. Alright, Gary Clark Jr., When My Train Pulls In.
Train of town. An hot soul, oh yes, an hot soul. Walking side roads, 'cause that's the only way I know. An hot soul, oh yes, an hot soul. Lost for who you know, care for what you try. Everywhere I go, I still out the corner of my eye, I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I never seen a man who looks so all alone. Or could you use a little company? If you pay the right price, your evening will be nice, and you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet young thing, why you do this to yourself? She looked at me, and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Not even 15 minutes later, I'm still walking down the street when I saw the shadow of a man creep out of sight. And then he swept up from behind, he put a gun up to my head, he made it clear he wasn't looking for a fight. He said, give me all you got, I want your money, not your life. If you try to make a move, I won't think twice. I told him you could have my cash, but first you know I gotta ask, what made you wanna live this kind of life? He said there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Yeah. Well, now a couple hours passed and I was sitting in my house. The day was winding down and coming to an end. And so I turned to the TV and flipped it over to the news. And what I saw I almost couldn't comprehend. I saw a preacher man in cuffs, he taking money from the church. He stuffed his bank account with righteous dollar bills. But even still I can't say much because I know we're all the same. Oh yes, we all seek out to satisfy those thrills. You know there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. We got bills to pay, we got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know we can't slow down, we can't hold back, though you know we wish we could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.
That was Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephant. I had a learning moment today when I found out that was by Cage the Elephant. I honestly didn't know that. So, there we go. It's a great song. And before that we heard Consoler of the Lonely by the Raconteurs. Let me try that again. The Raconteurs. I don't know. I'm not sure how they're pronounced. I've heard every kind of way you could possibly pronounce it. But that's the band that Jack White is in when he's not on his own. Or being backed by Meg White. Ha 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 ha. Next we are gonna hear the band that I'm sure all of you have been thinking about so far this episode. We're gonna play a song by the Black Keys. A song that's unfortunately post-bearded Dan Auerbach. A song called Sinister Kid.
Are out and the streets are gray. You know I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, your mother's words, they're ringing still. But your mother don't pay our bills. Yeah, a sinister kid is a kid who runs to meet his maker. A drop dead spread
Alright, everybody. This next song is going to be the last for today. It is Tuesday, the 3rd of February. Happy February, by the way. Hope 2015 has been treating you well so far. And this final song is going to be This Too Shall Pass by OK Go. Thank you everyone so much as always. I hope you're having a good day so far. Continue to have a great day. And I will see you on the morrow. OK Go. This Too Shall Pass. On Filterbox Radio.